Joao Felix, 50 million. Is he worth it? Clubs at VAR, July deadline. Sancho to Juventus, back on, swap deal on the cards. But United stunned as Sancho's real preference emerges. Plus, Liverpool hijack alert. They're battling Juventus for Coupe Miners, 60 million showdown. All this and much more in today's issue. And you do not forget to put a like, click on the bell and subscribe. You done yet? Then we can get started. Arsenal are plotting a move for Real Sociedad midfielder Mikel Merino, who played a crucial role in Spain's triumphant Euro 2024 campaign. The Gunners' interest in the 28-year-old predates the start of the tournament in Germany, but his performances over the past month have further enhanced his reputation. Merino featured in all 7 of Spain's matches, mostly from the bench, and scored a dramatic late winner against Germany in the quarter-finals. Despite being slightly older than Arsenal's usual transfer targets, the average age of their signings over the past 3 years is 24. Merino could represent good value, as he has only 1 year remaining on his contract. The midfielder also has experience in English football, having played for Newcastle United from 2017 to 2018 before returning to Spain. At Real Sociedad, Merino has been a consistent and reliable figure over the last 6 seasons, averaging more than 30 appearances in each of his league campaigns. He is a former teammate of Arsenal captain Martin Odegaard and would provide extra depth in the defensive midfield and box-to-box midfield positions. However, Arsenal are likely to face strong competition for Merino's signature, with reports in Spain claiming that Barcelona and Atletico Madrid are among the interested clubs. It has been suggested that Sociedad would want around £20 million for the midfielder. Arsenal have explored the possibility of luring Merino to the Emirates Stadium and could accelerate discussions over a potential summer deal in the aftermath of his Euro 2024 success. The Gunners have pinpointed Merino as a potential recruit after being left frustrated in their attempts to land alternative targets during the early stages of the transfer window. According to Mundo Deportivo, Arsenal are prepared to offer Merino what's being called the contract of a lifetime, making them a strong contender in the race for his signature. Aston Villa has also shown significant interest in securing the Spaniard's services. Last season, Merino was stellar for Real Sociedad, appearing in 45 matches across all competitions, scoring 8 goals and providing 5 crucial assists. With his contract nearing its end and Sociedad's offer of an extension still hanging in the balance, Arsenal's timing couldn't be better. All eyes will be on Merino's decision. Will he move to a new league for a fresh challenge or stay with Sociedad and continue building on his legacy? The race for Atalanta's world-class midfielder Toon Koopmeiners is heating up, with Liverpool and Juventus going head-to-head for the Dutchman's signature. The 26-year-old, who played a pivotal role in Atalanta's UEFA Europa League triumph, eliminating Liverpool along the way, has informed his club that his preference is to join the Italian giants this summer. Despite strong interest from Liverpool, where Koopmeiners could reunite with his former Eredivisie coach Arne Slot, the player seems set on a move to Turin. Slot, who recently took over from Jurgen Klopp at Anfield, is keen to bolster his midfield options as he looks to challenge the likes of Arsenal and Manchester City for the Premier League title. However, Juventus have made Koopmeiners their top midfield target, but are currently unwilling to meet Atalanta's €60 million asking price. The Bianconeri's offer stands at €45 million, leaving negotiations at a standstill. Atalanta, buoyed by their European success, are holding firm on their valuation and are prepared to let talks drag into August. This has opened the door for Liverpool, who have already made a move for the Dutch international, according to reports from Calcio Mercato. The specifics of Liverpool's bid remain unclear, but it's evident they haven't met the €60 million mark, or else a deal would have been struck. Juventus, meanwhile, are said to be lining up a disruptive move for an unnamed Atalanta target, which could potentially throw a spanner in the works and create transfer chaos. This development could play into Liverpool's hands, giving them a chance to swoop in and secure Koopmeiners' services. As it stands, Koopmeiners' future remains uncertain, with Atalanta confident of getting their asking price, be it from Juventus, Liverpool, or another interested party. The coming weeks will be crucial in determining where the Dutch maestro will ply his trade next season. The midfielder's preference for a move to Italy could be a blow for Liverpool, who view Koopmeiners as the perfect fit for Slot's new era at the club. However, with Juventus yet to meet Atalanta's valuation and the Reds waiting in the wings, this transfer saga is far from over. Rafael Varane to Como, the deal is almost done. In a stunning move, former Real Madrid and Manchester United defender Rafael Varane has agreed to join newly promoted Serie A side Como on a free transfer. The French World Cup winner became a free agent after his contract with the Red Devils expired, and despite attracting interest from various clubs, he has chosen to embark on a new challenge in Italy. Como, under the leadership of former Barcelona and Chelsea midfielder Cesc Fabregas, have been making waves in the transfer market as they prepare for their return to the top flight. The club has already secured the services of experienced players like Pepe Reina and Alberto Moreno, and the addition of Varane is set to be the icing on the cake. The 31-year-old defender brings a wealth of experience and a winning mentality to the Como dressing room, having won numerous titles during his time at Real Madrid, including 4 Champions League trophies, and playing a key role in France's 2018 World Cup triumph. Varane's leadership and defensive prowess will be invaluable to the Italian side. Varane's ability to read the game, coupled with his aerial dominance and tackling skills, will provide a significant boost to Como's backline. His presence alone will inspire confidence in his teammates and help elevate the squad's performance as they navigate the challenges of Serie A. While the deal is not yet officially completed, with contract reviews and a medical still pending, the project has received Varane's approval. Cesc Fabregas has been instrumental in convincing his former rival to join the ambitious project at Como, showcasing the club's determination to make a mark in their return to the top flight. The signing of Rafael Varane is a statement of intent from Como, demonstrating their ambition and commitment to building a competitive squad capable of holding their own in Serie A. The Frenchman's arrival, along with the other experienced players brought in, positions the club to make a strong impression and establish themselves in the Italian top flight. As we await the final details to be ironed out, one thing is clear. Rafael Varane to Como is a move that has sent shockwaves through the football world. The Serie A newcomers have pulled off a major coup, and fans can look forward to seeing the World Cup winner don the blue and white colours of Como in the upcoming season. According to sources close to Football Insider, Liverpool are bracing themselves for a jaw-dropping package from a Saudi Arabian club to lure the Brazilian shot-stopper away from Anfield this summer. There is growing interest from Saudi Arabia in the 31-year-old, and whispers about a potential offer are intensifying behind the scenes at Liverpool. Alisson, who has 2 years remaining on his current contract until 2027, could be tempted by the prospect of a new challenge and financial incentives. However, Liverpool have no intention of cashing in on their undisputed number one, who has been a key figure at the club since joining from Roma in 2018 for a then-record fee of £66.8 million. Alisson has played 263 games for the Reds, keeping 114 clean sheets and winning the Premier League Golden Glove Award twice. Last season was an injury-plagued one for Alisson, as he only managed 28 Premier League fixtures and 2 Europa League matches. After 6 years at the club, it wouldn't be surprising if he considers a move to Saudi Arabia as the right step for him and his family at this stage of his career. Despite the potential interest, Liverpool are unlikely to be caught off guard should Alisson decide to leave. The club will have a succession plan in place to ensure stability regardless of individual player decisions. According to Spanish outlet Sport, Liverpool are reportedly eyeing Real Madrid goalkeeper Andriy Lunin as a potential replacement for Alisson. The Reds have initiated contact, likely through Lunin's agent Jorge Mendes, to secure his services should the Brazilian depart during this transfer window. Lunin, who is currently under contract with Real Madrid until 2025, played a major role for the La Liga Giants last season following Thibaut Courtois' knee injury in August 2023. The Ukrainian international has been offered a new contract by Real Madrid, but the prospect of regular first-team football at Liverpool could be appealing. Losing Alisson would not just leave a huge hole in the Liverpool defence, but also rob them of a leader who can inspire those around him. However, the player is reportedly not keen on a move to the Middle East, as he believes it could impact his chances of retaining the number one spot for the Brazilian national team. According to reports from Sky Sport Germany, the German international has received several mega offers from Saudi Arabia that would make him the highest paid defender in world football. Two of the Saudi Pro League's leading sides, Al Nassr, home to Cristiano Ronaldo, and Al Hilal, where Neymar plays, are willing to pay Rudiger a world record salary for a defender. The 31-year-old has already been tabled offers from these clubs. However, Rudiger, who is under contract at the Santiago Bernabeu until 2026, has no intention of leaving Real Madrid. Similarly, the club view him as a player who will not be sold under any circumstance and someone still firmly in manager Carlo Ancelotti's plans. Real Madrid have already seen club captain Nacho Fernandez leave at the end of his contract for Saudi side Al Qadsiya, while David Alaba could be out until 2025 as he continues his recovery from an ACL injury. Rather than allow another centre-back to leave, Madrid are looking to strengthen in that position. Sport reveals that the offers from Al Nassr and Al Hilal are lucrative enough to make Rudiger the highest-paid defender globally. Al Nassr, who boasts stars like Ronaldo, Marcelo Brozovic and Sadio Mane, are reportedly keen on adding Rudiger to their ranks to form a formidable defensive duo with Aymeric Laporte. Despite these enticing offers, Real Madrid remain firm in their decision not to sell Rudiger. The player himself is not inclined to leave La Liga. The departure of Nacho to Al Qadsiya and the uncertain physical conditions of Alaba and Militao are pivotal reasons why Real Madrid are unwilling to consider letting go of their most dependable centre-back. While the Saudi Arabian League is likely to continue its efforts to persuade all parties involved that Rudiger's transfer would be mutually beneficial, the reality is that such an operation appears highly improbable. Rudiger's value to Real Madrid, coupled with his own commitment to the club, makes any potential move a complex and unlikely scenario. As always, I'll keep you updated with any further developments in this story. For now, it seems Antonio Rudiger is set to remain a key figure in Real Madrid's defense as they look to defend their Spanish and European titles. The Gunners may have to shell out a hefty £50 million to secure the signature of the Portugal international this summer. Felix spent the recent campaign on loan with Barcelona, where he struggled for regular playing time but still managed to contribute 10 goals and 6 assists from 44 outings. Despite his desire to rejoin the Catalan giants on a permanent basis, Barcelona's financial constraints due to La Liga's financial fair play restrictions have made a move unlikely. As a result, Felix has asked his representative to find him a new club before July 27th, when he is set to report for pre-season training at Atletico under manager Diego Simeone. Atletico's demands have complicated matters further. Felix's former club Benfica are keen to secure 50% of his ownership rights for £17 million, but the La Liga club are holding out for £25 million to accept their proposal. This effectively means that Atletico are looking for a total of £50 million for a complete sale. Arsenal and Aston Villa are also monitoring Felix's situation, but the latter are only prepared to sign him on loan. However, Atletico have no plans to consider another temporary move for the 24-year-old, who has spent the last 18 months on loan with Chelsea and Barcelona respectively. The Gunners were previously linked with Felix in January 2023, but he ultimately joined Chelsea, who paid a significant loan fee. Despite a red card on his debut and a disappointing spell at Stamford Bridge, the Portuguese forward secured a lucrative move to Barcelona last summer. While Arsenal could rival Aston Villa and Barcelona for Felix's signature, a move for the attacker could prove complicated. Mundo Deportivo reports that Benfica have made a proposal worth €20 million for half of the player's rights, which has given Atletico something to consider. From a sporting perspective, Felix would fit in well at the Emirates. However, the intense competition for places in Mikel Arteta's setup may cast doubts over whether he can secure a regular spot in the starting 11. With Atletico Madrid determined to offload Felix at all costs, and his performances at Chelsea and Barcelona having reduced his valuation, Aston Villa might be the only realistic destination for the 24-year-old this summer. The Villains, preparing for a UEFA Champions League campaign, have the funds to afford a move and can offer Felix the opportunity to showcase his talents on the biggest stage. As the transfer window progresses, it remains to be seen where Joao Felix will end up. The Jadon Sancho transfer saga continues to unfold at Manchester United, with fresh talks set to take place regarding the 24-year-old's future at the club. Despite his recent return to first-team training, Sancho's long-term prospects at Old Trafford remain uncertain. Last season saw Sancho endure a tumultuous period, publicly clashing with manager Erik ten Hag over criticism of his training performances. The fallout led to the England international being banished from first-team facilities and subsequently sent out on loan to former club Borussia Dortmund. However, upon his return to Carrington for pre-season, Sancho and Ten Hag held a positive face-to-face meeting to clear the air and agree to start anew. This development, coupled with Sancho's return to first-team training, sparked speculation that he could be retained by the Red Devils, who had previously sought to offload the attacker. Despite this apparent U-turn, Sancho's future is far from settled. Manchester United are set to hold internal discussions in the coming days to arrive at a final decision regarding the 24-year-old's status at the club. Both Juventus and Borussia Dortmund remain keen on signing Sancho permanently, though they would need to sell players first to afford the deal. United value the attacker at around £40 million, a significant sum for any potential suitor. In a potential twist, reports suggest that Juventus could offer winger Federico Chiesa in a swap deal for Sancho. The 26-year-old Italian, who starred at Euro 2020, is reportedly not central to new Juve manager Thiago Motta's plans and has entered the final year of his contract. Italian media claim that Chiesa is valued at around €25 million by the Serie A giants, meaning cash would likely be required alongside the player exchange. Sancho, for his part, is said to have already given his yes to a move to Turin, having been close to joining Juventus in January before ultimately returning to Dortmund on loan. The versatile forward's potential to shine under Motta in a league that demands less intensity and pace compared to the Premier League makes him an attractive target for the Italian club. As Manchester United prepare to make a decision on Sancho's future, the 24-year-old's feelings towards Ten Hag and his performances in training over the coming weeks will play a crucial role in determining whether he stays or goes. The potential swap deal involving Federico Chiesa adds another layer of intrigue to the saga, with Manchester United reportedly considering the possibility. However, the Red Devils will need to weigh up the financial aspects of the deal and determine whether it aligns with their transfer strategy. For now, Jadon Sancho's future hangs in the balance, with a stay at Manchester United, a move to Juventus, or a return to Borussia Dortmund all possible outcomes. As the transfer window progresses, expect further developments and updates on this ongoing story.